while people are logging in, I wanted to read a passage to you that always, just sort of makes us remember about this whole process of change, the things that process by which we go from where we are to where we want to be. And I think it's a great starting point for today. Very often our topic and what our format will be today is we'll do our lesson, and then we often have our discussion. And as we say, and in our discussion, we often talk about victories and lessons. And victories being those things that happen to us that are just make us feel good inside. And lessons are those things that happen to us that we say, you know what, I'm glad I learned that. That was something I probably won't do that again. I'll certainly do that differently. And so with our topic being dream stealers today, I want to read a passage to you from our book, from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. And it's talking about creating a new you, creating a new self-image, creating that person that you want to be. And it says this, it says, imagine yourself to be a great artist, capable of creating a magnificent masterpiece. In addition to being the creator, the artist, you are also the work of art, the masterpiece created. You can recreate yourself through changing your self-image to that of the person you really want to be, having the things you really want to have, and doing the things you really want to do. However, I must warn you, it is not easy, and it may not be pretty, but neither is being a caterpillar, ugly, bound to the earth, driven by hunger. Yet, if that caterpillar can survive a profound metamorphosis, it becomes a most beautiful butterfly, free to follow the wind and fly toward the sun. And that is who we are. That is what we are. That is what we're about. We are caterpillars who are in our cocoons of change, preparing to become great butterflies, magnificent butterflies that fly to the sun being our dreams and our realizations. I'm going to put us into, let me mute the lines for now. Our topic for today is dream stealers. And, we're taking it from a different point of view. Dream stealers are people who steal your dreams. And we often think of that as external. But the worst, the most terrible, the most devastating dream stealers are those inside us. Inside our minds, inside our feelings, and inside our habits. And so we talk about starting a new project, and when I start a project, I like to look at every endeavor in life, everything that I want to accomplish as a project. It embodies that sense of goal orientation and focus, whereby we can literally pull our energies together. That which we focus on grows. And when we focus with strength, we create a harmonic relationship between that which we focus on, our goals, our vision, and we then become magnetic, attracting into our space all that we need to realize and accomplish our goals. And so when we're starting a project, it may be a business project. Many of us are in business together, and many of us get stuck, okay? And so it may be a project to get unstuck, to reignite your business, to take your business to the next level, to help you realize especially the financial rewards you've been seeking. It may be starting a project in our lives, a project of change. You know, there are journeys to and there are journeys from. Sometimes in our experience of life, we say we may not know where we want to go, but we certainly know we don't want to be here. And so we take a journey from. We want to change our life, and maybe we need to, the project is to change our lives from the humdrum, from the monotony, from the disappointments, and to go for the joy, go for the happiness, go for the good things that make our body resonate with all that we love. And so in this context, we talk of one of the great metaphysical principles, which is C plus B equal A. C, conceive it. B, believe it. A, achieve it. And so, you know, when we look at that formula for achieving our goal, that formula for making our project a reality, it works for everything, business, for life. Conceive, that which we can conceive in our minds. And when we say conceive it, we mean it in the sense of the Habakkuk, in other words, to write that vision, to write that goal, to write that description of the project that you're seeking, to write that description of the life you want to experience in great detail, expressing and dealing with each and every facet of it so that you know how it feels, how it smells, how it moves, how it makes you feel. When you can conceive it, then believe. And you know, belief is faith. You know, belief in the extreme sense is faith. And as we know, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Belief is that thing that drives a farmer to water the fields every day and to cultivate the land for a crop he cannot see. Belief is the person who tends the bamboo tree and who waters it and cultures it every day, although for 5 years he sees nothing growing. But belief is knowing that one day it will grow. So when you conceive it and you believe it, you can achieve it. And that's what we want to talk a little bit about. Number one, when you conceive your project, when you create that thing which you want to do, be or have, I say don't tell anybody about it initially. You know, because when you tell people about your dreams, tell people about your goals, you often activate the dream snatchers. The people who don't want you to be, do, or have that which you're seeking, and for some unknown reason, often in the name of love, would do everything they can to undermine you so that you'll never realize your dreams. So it says, you know, share your vision with no one until it is strong enough. But then the portion that we're talking about today is the dream that's inside you. Your dream, the internal dream, the manifestation of your internal dream. And so it's not the dream snatchers from without that really hurt us. It's the dream snatchers from within that undermine and destroy our goals and our visions and that which we're seeking. And so, what are some of the dream snatchers from within that keep us from realizing our goals? Well, number one, the main dream snatcher is doubt, particularly self-doubt. And you know, very often, doubt is a learned behavior. And often our self-doubt, it can be traced back very many times to our childhood and where we may have been raised in an environment of criticism and, let's just say, lack of real love in an environment where you were not rewarded or recognized and where you were constantly told that you couldn't do it, you'd never be anything. And it creates a seed of doubt. And that seed will keep growing and manifesting in every task you accomplish until it finally chokes and kills your vision. Doubt is probably the most destructive weed in the garden. You know, if our lives are a garden and the flowers are the good and beautiful things that we do. Doubt is like the weeds that choke the roots of the flowers until they die, until they shrivel up like raisins in the sun. The next great dream stealer is fear. And you know, fear and doubt are almost two sides of the same coin. You know, we often have, when we decide to go for it in our lives, when we decide that this time is going to be different, when we decide that tomorrow is going to be a whole lot different from today, when we decide that the best is yet to come, fear can be that undermining emotion that just has us operating in quicksand until we finally give up and quit trying. It can be fear of failure, you know, because we've failed so many times in the past, and those around us and who love us and care about us remind us of that each and every day. It can paralyze us and snatch our dreams from within. It can be fear of change. You know, I remember when someone was in a relationship and it was not a positive one, and the counselor said, well, why don't you get out of that relationship, because clearly that's not positive for you. And the person who really demonstrated the ultimate doubt and fear said, well, the devil I know is better than the devil I don't know. So they were saying really that everybody they meet is a devil and will hurt them. And so it can be fear of change. And I want to stay in my comfort zone. Let me stay stuck. It might be fear of success. You know, many of us have a distorted image of success. You know, they always say, you keep hearing the term filthy, stinking rich. And trust me, rich ain't filthy, and it sure smells good. And so we may have to change that paradigm. The third dream stealer from within is procrastination. Procrastination is not only the thief of time, procrastination is the thief of dreams. Procrastination is the thief of life. Procrastination, we conceive it, we believe it, and we act on it tomorrow. You know, just a comment here. The C plus B equal A, conceive, believe, achieve. The achieve is the active achieve. I like to almost interpret it with what you conceive and you believe and you act on, you will experience. So I look at the A, the achieve in the active sense. It's not just, there's thoughts of like, wait on him, wait on the force of the universe, wait on God, wait on that which is a source, and it will be taken care of. But I think it was one of the great slave runners, they ran the Underground Railroad. She said that when you've given up, when you're at the very end of your task, and she often covered thousands of miles hiding in the woods, and no, it wasn't Harriet Beecher Stowe, but she often covered thousands of miles running in the woods, and she was so tired, and she would say, just when you're ready to drop and just fall down in the mud, that's when that's faith, that's when that power picks you up and moves you on. And so the active A says, do all that you can, and when you have exhausted all of your possibilities, all of your energy, all of your resources, that's when the power, the universal power, comes in to pick you up. And so it's an active A. And procrastination undermines activity. And then finally, the fourth thing, the fourth dream snatcher, is misuse of time. I call it spending dollar time on penny jobs. I'll say that again. Spending dollar time on penny jobs. It's like virtual activity. You know, you've conceived your dream, your vision, you believe in it, and you're doing activities, but they're penny activities instead of dollar activities. In other words, and it's very interesting about that, because you can be doing those activities, they filled your time, and so inside you almost feel good about, I'm doing something to achieve my dream, I'm working at it. But the dream stealer says you're working at it. It's like you're picking up, cupfuls of water when you should be picking up oceans of water. And so the dollar time on penny jobs, these virtual activities, this is probably the one that is hardest to deal with. And so these four terrible negatives are the dream stealers that steal your dreams from within, so that which you conceive and believe and act on may not be realized. And so, how do you keep the dream stealers from getting you? How do you protect yourself from the dream stealers? Well, number one, you overcome doubt. And you overcome doubt by reprogramming yourself. As children, that doubt environment from which we grew, to cut that umbilical cord and give it no more life. Yeah. You overcome doubt by reaffirming who you are through baby steps. Sometimes we can set ourselves up for failure by taking too big a task. So how do you eat an elephant? Bite by bite. How you build a dream day by day. And so you overcome doubt by taking baby steps to validate your ability to act, and then surrounding yourself with good people who acknowledge what you've done, who praise you for what you've done. 2, eliminate fear by releasing the past. We have to give ourselves a clean slate. The past has no life other than that which we give it. It can be past failures, it be past hurts, past defeats, but they are just that, in the past. And the only thing that gives them life in the present is us, when we give them life to snatch our dreams again. And so give yourself a clean slate. Whatever I've done in the past, I did, but it's a new me now. It's a new person going forward. And reprogram yourself through power affirmations. I am a loving, caring person. I act effectively. Today is a great day for sharing and being alive. I have the ability to get things done. I use my powers with inexhaustible strength and clarity. You reprogram yourself, reprogram your mind. You overcome that procrastination by having a do-it-now attitude. Always something you can do right now to take you closer to your goal. Procrastination is, show you how they work together. Sometimes we have an event, like we have a big Super Saturday today, and the people who get the most bang out of that Saturday are those who are up right now, who've been up since 7 o'clock, who don't care that they're disturbing their guests at 7 a.m. They wake them up and they say, I know you're up and getting dressed. Should I pick you up? Okay. In other words, you never throw in the towel. You always make the extra call. You always go the extra mile. You never, never, never quit. And then finally, that fourth demon, that fourth dream stealer, you neutralize them by using your time more effectively, by using the time question, which is, what is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, my vision, my purpose? What is the best use of my time right now when I consider that which I conceive and believe and work to achieve? And once you begin to reprogram your time, once you begin to ask that time question each and every day, the magic happens. When we kill these internal dream stealers so that inside we are one with that which we're seeking, then we can truly recognize, what you recognize in your thoughts, you energize in your emotions. And what you energize in your emotions, you realize in your life. Well, folks, when we can eliminate the dream stealers by replacing fear with confidence and courage, by replacing doubt with faith, by always doing it now, and by always doing the best, always using the best use of your time from moment to moment in light of your dreams, your goals, and your purpose. When you can do that, you will kill the dream stealers from within. When you kill the dream stealers from within, the dream stealers from without have no power. It is only when the two come together that you undermine your purpose and destroy your goals and your vision. So when you can neutralize the dream stealer from within, you can truly say our power affirmation, this time it's me in the winner's circle. This time it's me who gets the prize. This time I've really, really made it. This time my dream is realized. And so it is, the best is yet to come. All right.